guys, it's Food Friday, and today I'm going to be sharing my 2017 meal planner. If you guys have been around my channel for some time, you'll know that I absolutely love meal planning. It is a huge part of my home management. It helps me out so much when it comes to feeding my family. It saves us money and stress, and it's just a huge part of my everyday life. So I have tried out a few different meal planners, and I want to share with you what I'm going to be using for 2017. So for this year, I am going to be using a plum paper planner. And one thing that I really like about the plum paper planners is that you can choose a bunch of different add-ons to really customize your planner and make your planner work for you. So this year I have chosen to include the meal planning add-on into my planner. I'm going to do a full walkthrough of my planner on Sunday for you guys, so come back on Sunday for that video. But today I'm just going to be focusing on the meal planning section of it. So it is here in the back of my planner, there's a separate tab that says meals, and I'm just going to go ahead and flip over to the next month so that way you can kind of see what it looks like without it already being written on. Okay guys, so here is what the layout looks like for each month. So there are enough meal planning pages for every month. I started monthly meal planning, oh gosh, I don't know, a year or two ago, and it has been so incredibly helpful to go ahead and once a month sit down and plan out your meals for the entire month. Over here is where I will be doing my monthly meal planning. So it has, let me just try to zoom in here. It has week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, and it goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and you can just go ahead and list out your meals for each week. Over on this side, there are 4 lists here, and I believe it's originally made for like grocery lists for each week. I use it a little bit differently. So last year in my Mom on the Go planner, it had a very similar setup where I could monthly meal plan, and then there were 4 different sections that I used. One for planning out lunches and snacks for the month. The other one gave me a list of new recipes that I wanted to try for that month. One list I used for recipes that I wanted to make once and eat twice. So basically, if I'm making something, a meal that I can easily freeze, I'll make a double batch of it. We'll eat one half of it for that night for dinner and then freeze the other half. So that way I'm stocking up my freezer, but I'm not taking like an entire day of extra cooking. It's not taking me any extra time. And then I make a list of all the meat that we'll need for the month. So that way, as it goes on sale, I can stock up. So that way I'm saving money that way. So that is how I plan on using these pages here. And like I said, there are enough pages to get me through the entire year. And then in the back here, I haven't filled this part out yet because I think it's just easier for you guys to see it without it being all written in. And I normally have this paper clip here to attach it to the month that I'm currently in to the extra pages, so I can easily just flip and find where the extra pages start. So this page here, these 2 pages, are meal ideas. It's broken down by breakfast, snacks, lunch, and then dinners and a dessert. So what I want to do is every month I have a recipe binder, which again, I'll be sharing that with you shortly, but in another video. But basically what I do is I go through, and when I sit down to do my meal planning for the month, I go on All Recipes or Pinterest, and I try to find recipes, at least 1 to 3 new recipes every month that we're trying. And that way I can kind of keep a running track of this and, you know, kind of check off the ones that we have tried and maybe make a little note whether or not we like it or not. And that's the way I sort of have an ongoing list of meals that we want to try. These pages over here are favorite meals. So it has where you can check off whether it's breakfast, lunch, snack, or dinner, the recipe, and the source. So again, I like this, having this section in my meal planner, so that way if I'm kind of in a rut and not really sure what to make on a particular night when I'm meal planning monthly, I can refer back to this list and get some good ideas of our family's favorite meals. And then the last page is for takeout. So it just says takeout favorites. It has the restaurant, the phone number, and favorite dish. Again, it's kind of nice just to have that at a quick glance, so that way when we're ordering out, we don't have to go through all of our takeout menus. We can kind of refer to this and know, all right, this is our favorite restaurant and this is what we like to normally get at the restaurant. It's also nice to have this page for our sitters. So if someone's coming over to watch the kids, they kind of have a reference as to the restaurants we typically order out from and the kids' favorite dishes from those restaurants. So that is the bulk of the meal planner. One thing that I really like about this meal planner is that it is in its own section. However, it is within my everyday planner. Found that having a separate meal planner just didn't work out as well for me because it was just a little bit more difficult for me to work out of two planners. Now, one thing I will say about the meal planning, so I monthly meal plan in here, like I said. Here's January's meals actually. So I go ahead and I write out all of my meals for the month. And then when it comes to my weekly layout, I use these boxes here to write down the meals per week because I find I refer to these weekly pages on a daily basis, multiple times a day. And it's easier for me to see here, okay, Thursday I'm making chicken noodle soup in the crock pot. So I know Thursday morning I need to prepare that before I go to work. So just having that little reminder on the specific day is helpful. Also, I do monthly meal plan, but things happen within our schedule and they might I might have Thursday's meal on Wednesday and so on and so forth. So this sort of gives me ideas for the entire month and sort of a rough draft of what we're going to have. And then I plan in more detail on my weekly pages. So that way, again, it's easier to reference my meals on this page, and I can kind of coordinate meals according to what we have going on within our schedule. So that is how I am planning on meal planning for the year of 2017. You guys know me, I change things up quite a bit, so we'll see how long this lasts, but so far so good. I really like the system and I'm really happy with all of the pages that are included in the Plum Paper Meal Planner. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.